Islamophobia? Question mark. A chance to gaslight us all? The whole party is worried about Labour's election chances. As a sop to the Muslim electorate, it has been decided that there needs to be a definition of Islamophobia. The politically undead former Attorney General Dominic Grieve, or Dominic Grievance as I call him, heads a cabal to come up with a definition. This has created a real furore, and hundreds of people have sought to make representations to this secret group. I could save them the bother and the expense. A phobia is defined as a persistent, excessive, and unrealistic fear. This fear is applied to Islam. Is this fear justified? Let's examine what has happened since the publication of Salman Rushdie's Satanic Verses in 1988 and beyond. There was a fatwa, a death order issued by the Shiite Iranian regime against Rushdie in 1989, and despite a lifetime's protection, a fanatic almost managed to kill him 3 years ago. Translators of that book were not so lucky, some being killed and some wounded. Then there was the Charlie Hebdo affair in 2015, when the publication of a cartoon of Muhammad led to 12 assassinations at the satirical magazine's offices in Paris. In 2021, a religious studies teacher at Batley Grammar School was forced into hiding after extreme abuse and intimidation for showing a caricature of Muhammad. Sarah Khan's report said that nobody came to his defence, neither police, nor the school governors, nor the Kirklees Council. Do we believe in free speech or not? Why is British officialdom so spineless? This is nothing new. In the face of Muslim rape gangs running riot in northern cities, the reaction was denial for over a decade. In one notorious case, the police arrested the abused girl and let the perpetrators go. Despite what the London Mayor Sir Sadiq Khan says, I think that mentioning religion is important because these poor girls are kuffar, non-believers, and need not have the respect that will be extended to Muslim girls. The perpetrators were males in closely knit kinship groups and family clans. The scandal of sacrificing the welfare of vulnerable girls, ignored or disbelieved by state institutions, is on a level with the infected blood scandal and the post office scandal. This Labour government tried to diminish its significance by keeping inquiries on a local level until it was dragged into granting a national inquiry this past June. As something of a sweetener, the government, on Muslim urging, has allowed first cousin marriages to continue. Genetically, this is catastrophic. Look at what happened to the Habsburg family, who constantly intermarried. Poor Carlos II of Spain was so interbred that he was barely able to function as a human being. Interbred children of such close marriages, and consequently the National Health Service which cares for them, too often carry a very heavy burden. More damning still, if groups attempt to shut out outside influences by intermarrying closely, then there is neither necessity nor effort to integrate with the larger surrounding society and to adapt to our values. Ex-Prime Minister David Cameron said that Islam is a religion of peace. Muhammad in Mecca certainly was peaceful, and that applies to the vast majority of followers. Holy war, jihad, is just a metaphor. Yet, by contrast, whilst in Medina, Muhammad was very much a 7th century Arabian warlord. Extreme Islamist groups, by which I mean ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram in Nigeria, Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon can and do justify their death cults by Muhammad's revelations from Medina. They despise Jews above all. Hamas wants to commit genocide against Jews, which is why the war continues. Islamists despise Christians too, particularly for their love of life. Too right we love it. As Jesus said, he came to give us life and to give it abundantly. The Islamists are happy to seek death. 72 virgins with skin as white as porcelain await them in paradise. These values are not ours. Feminism, forget it. The left in the UK seem more outraged by Boris Johnson's comment that with the slit for their eyes, Muslim ladies look like letterboxes, rather than rage against the denial of female agency and empowerment. Honour killings are usually carried out against disobedient female family members who refuse to marry an approved suitor or have a love affair with a non-Muslim guy. Genital mutilation, universal among boys and all too common among girls. People are talking about allowing Sharia law in the UK. The Labour Party is desperate to hold on to the Muslim vote, yet Sharia law advocates death for apostasy, rejecting Islam. We Christians have to put up with mockery against our faith since the 18th century Enlightenment, and yet our faith is strong enough to survive. In our worldview, Muslims should be able to put up with the same. With every terrorist attack, 9/11, 7/7, Manchester Arena, there is the implication that somehow the West deserves it. We do not deserve it. This is government cynicism writ large. Any sins of the past are not ours. These constant attacks are ongoing. The mainstream media only reports on Muslim spectaculars against Christians, where many are killed and maimed at religious services at Christmas and Easter. Yet the fact is that every day, about 12 Christians are being martyred by Islamic extremists. This is ignored by the mainstream media constantly. So, is Islamophobia a fear, persistent, excessive, and unrealistic? Patently not. It's a reality that our government would rather ignore and gaslight those of us who have the temerity to mention it.